My name is May Hong. I am the speaking voice of Mira from K-pop Demon Hunters. And this is Moana Nui podcast. Signing off. Happy fans. Do it with me. Happy fans. Happy Hon.
Hello, everyone. This is Moana Nui podcast. We are here at BlerDCon, and we are doing an interview with one of our vendors here. Believe it or not, you may have seen her amazing products online, from bonnets to do-rags and so much more. So can you introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, my name is Renita Norman. I am the owner and creator of Believe It or Not. I'm a veteran-owned, Black-owned, Blerd-owned, woman-owned business, and you can add more to the title, but that's okay. I enjoy what I do. I hand make everything here. I make the bonnets. I also, I love taking care of hair, and I like anime. Mm-hmm. So I just combine the two, and that's how I got all my products. So not only do I have my bonnets, I have my headbands, do-rags, I got satin line hoodies that I make from scratch. I have shower caps, and I will have my scrub caps coming out next month.
Oh, okay. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? So, of course, with most vendors, there is something that triggers you, like, I need to make this. This is missing in the market. What was your aha moment to say, let me go ahead and start making these things for not only, it may have been for you or your family, but whatever made the inspiration make you start this journey?
So my inspiration to start the journey is when I was in the military. I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan.
Okay.
And at the time, yes, I love anime. I was sewing, but I was doing a lot of knits. That's why, believe it or not, the knot came from. And I started doing a lot of knits, but I was doing sewing. Well, out there it was hard to find a lot of products for minority hair and melanated hair. And someone asked me, they said, hey, can you make me a bonnet? And I'm like, sure. My first bonnet was a disaster. I thought it was a disaster.
Okay.
But the young lady, she loved it. And I'm like, okay. And then I found a way to tweak it to where it became an actual believe it or not bonnet. Like, most people can look at my bonnets and tell if it's a difference between anybody else's bonnet and believe it or not bonnet. I take a lot of pride in what I do. So I don't want to send anybody out of my door with a crap product, because I know one of the biggest things is bonnets were tearing up in washing machines. It took forever to order a bonnet overseas and get it from Amazon. And so I'm just like, no, we need something, and especially with a little bit of flair at what I like, anime, the blerdism, the nerdism.
Yes.
So I just went from there, and everything just took off. So I enjoy what I do. I started bringing it to conventions, introducing it to conventions. And yes, there's other vendors here who have like wonderful products and bonnets, but it's not a believe it or not bonnet. That's what makes me different from everybody else, because it's not only you're getting a bonnet, you're getting an experience. So
that's what I'm talking about.
So I do like, I know like people's like, oh, the bonnet lady or whatnot, and I'm like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I get the bonnet lady, I get the headband lady, but I love bringing joy to people. I love making something and being part of their lives, because I'm part of their hair care regimen and everything, and I enjoy that. So
that is awesome. So you are constantly expanding your products. You started off with the bonnets. What led you into expanding your lineup, going into the shower caps, the headbands, the do-rags, and so much more?
So everyday life. I wake up in the morning from like me taking care of my hair, getting in the shower, and I'm just like, I'm tired of getting my hair wet. I'm tired of using a throwaway shower cap. I'm tired of my shower cap tearing up. So I started going from shower caps. I'm like, I need satin inside of my shower cap. So I made satin. I made a shower cap adjustable, both to hair length and headband. So I went from there. I used to work in a hospital. So from there, I'm like, yep, need some scrub caps, because again, being in the military, wearing hats, wearing scrub caps and stuff, the regular will tear your hair out. So I used to be old school where we were sewing like satin inside of our hats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, why not just make things easier for those who are just like me. Either they were in the military, they are in the military, or they're just regular average people.
Yes.
And everything. And even to our students and stuff, they need something to take care of their hair. So
Yes.
that's the biggest thing, is like taking care of your hair and expressing like your blerdism or your nerdism.
Exactly. I love it. I love it. And I also saw, like you said, your satin line hoodies.
Yes.
And they are embroidered on the front. I mean, I'm already eyeing a couple things myself. So, for your satin hoodies, can anybody put in a custom order or anything like that of a particular character?
So not at the moment, because I do design those.
Oh.
And once I design them, then it's like draw them and then take them and I have to digitize it, which takes it to basically talking to the embroidery machine.
Okay.
So yes, you can go as far as custom as to like put your name on it. I've had a guy want his logo on the back of one of
Yes.
my shirts that I did, and that's fine. But when it comes to like, let me do, like you said, probably like a Squirtle or something like
Yeah.
that. I might not have a Squirtle or have an idea for a Squirtle at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because I don't want to just like take somebody else's stuff and just put it on side of my bonnets and everything. I mean, not bonnets, but hoodies.
Yes.
So each piece is unique in itself. I do make a limited line of them.
Okay.
And everything, and then from there, it's just like my next idea that comes out, because again, it's only me who makes the art.
Yeah.
And who does it, and so by the time I like embroider it, like for instance, Sailor Moon takes about 5 hours.
Oh, wow.
So by the time I take the time to embroider it, then I want to make sure it's cleaned up and you're sitting home with the right stuff.
Okay.
So maybe in the future I'll be like, that could be something, but as far as like customizing a certain character, yeah, I won't be able to do that right now at this time.
Okay. So basically, you got to support buy so she can get the funds to be able to expand. Because I already know, like I said, I'm eyeing a couple things she has, and I'm looking forward to some other, satin line hoodies that she have. Because it's straight fire. Y'all gonna see some of pan of her booth to see the amazing products that she has right here. Now, for those that could not make it to BlerDCon, how could, if they spotted something in this interview, in this video, that they want to purchase, how can they purchase from you?
I have an online website that's under construction right now. I'm actually like shifting to a new website. So you can be able to shop from my website, www.believeItorNot, that's KNOT.com. I'm also at most of your conventions on the East Coast. And then also just send me a message on Instagram or Facebook or whatnot and everything.
That's all right. And of course, you're on socials. So what social media platforms can people find you on?
I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, and then I have a link tree as well.
Okay.
Or you can Google, believe it or not, it'll come up. I do run an embroidery company as well, so I do embroidery for small businesses that need their logos put on uniforms.
Okay.
So if you Google, believe it or not, KNOT, then I'll pop up in your Google and you can find me that way.
Okay, I may have to holler at you for some embroidered shorts for our outlet. So, of course, like you said, you are a vendor at a lot of the conventions on the East Coast. What is your next convention that people can be able to look forward to over the next in March and April for you?
So at the end of March, I'm doing the HBCU March Madness. So I will be there in Richmond, and that's towards the end of March. In April, I will be doing a K-pop Demon Hunter Festival, which is going to be in Virginia Beach. I will be doing a Kawaii Festival, which will be in Norfolk. My next biggest one, though, well, I have a couple other ones, but my next biggest one will be Tidewater Comic Con in May.
Okay.
And immediately after that is MomoCon in Atlanta.
Okay. So I know a lot of you, including myself, will be at MomoCon, so be able to, see her in the Georgia World Congress Center, Hall A and B. That way you can give support, because I know a lot of our viewers are going to be at MomoCon, so
yes.
That way y'all know if you're disappointed, you got MomoCon at the end of May, so Go ahead and stack your money, save it up.
I would definitely be there. I will be in the Artist Alley section, but I'll have a bigger booth and everything.
Okay,
yes.
awesome. And then, is there any upcoming news that you want to share with anybody to be on the lookout for that you get ready to release under your outlet, or even partnerships that you can talk about?
Not that I can talk about it.
Okay.
Yes.
So that means follow her on social media, so when those announcements can come out, you will be the first to hear about it, so you can be able to support and everything. Yes. So, of course, definitely follow her on social media. Go to her website, purchase any of these items that she has available at her booth. Of course, if you're going to be attending MomoCon on Memorial Day weekend in May, make sure you stop on by, give some support, or any of the other conventions and festivals that she mentioned also. Any last words you would like to give to the audience?
No, just if you see something, like, basically enjoy your blerdism, enjoy your nerdism. Don't let anybody bully you into, like, not enjoying it. Show who you truly are and love it, and if you're new to have whatever nerd is, whether you can sew, knit, whether you like anime, and if you're new to trying to show this, like, don't be afraid. There's a huge community out here for you.
Exactly.
To support you.
Yes. And then, of course, one last question is, of course, being a small business, there's a lot of ups and downs. What advice you give for someone who wants to do their own thing as far as a small business within the blerd or nerd community?
So, one, don't give up. There are days that you were just on top of the world and you're making like probably $1,000 or something, and there are days that you make nothing. Don't give up. There are days that people would tear you down, because not only do you come with the encouragement, but people also would tear you down with the negativity. Just know that you are doing the right thing in the end. Never give up on that, and just keep pushing forward. And there's also resources out there for you as a business owner. And also, don't let the right hand know what the left hand is doing, if that makes any sense. Don't put all your business out here.
There you go. You gotta catch them by surprise.
Yes.
Because if you put it out there too soon, somebody will copy it.
They sure will.
And trademark, copyright.
Yes.
It is your friend.
Yes.
Especially if it's original idea or anything like that. So yes.
And also keep in mind, I do fan art. So my stuff is like, all of my products are fan art based, and they're anime inspired. They are not anime items. They're fan art and anime inspired.
Exactly. Which is a whole different realm.
Yes.
But if you're doing copy paste, you're dealing with the trademark and copyrights of that particular anime or animations company, and they will come after you, especially Disney.
Yes, Disney don't play.
They don't play about the money. But of course, keep inspired. If you are here at BlerDCon this weekend, make sure you stop on by when you come to the vendor hall. Keep walking through. You're going to pass a lot of amazing vendors. You're going to enter, it looks like a second room. She's at the very opening of the second room, and you'll see all her amazing products right there.
Just look for the bonnet tree.
Exactly. So once again, everybody, thank you for tuning in with the Moana Nui Podcast Network. Make sure you go to her social medias, follow, and hit that notification button of any new things to be aware of. And of course, go to her website to purchase anything if you're not going to be at any of those conventions or festivals coming up over the next few months. But we thank you all for tuning in, and we'll be talking to you all very soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will.
If this the land of the free, was a freedom then, when they annexed Hawaii and called it cedar lands, without any type of payment and no signing off, called themselves a republic in 1894. 1.2 million acres overtaken from the native Hawaiians. When they resisted, the West retaliated in violence and erasure. The Hawaiian language is banned as part of colonialism's plan to expand.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kaho'olawe as a part of their ongoing war with Asia. Used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. Network out for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell. Even if we have to ourselves, can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell. Even if we have to ourselves, can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. We will.
So if you put Hawaii into perspective, well, Black and Asian history is interconnected. Considering the fight with the Pacific, then of course versus Asia, they was treated as a middleman for war, but didn't let the Western colorism run its course. Cause dark skin was a sign of dignity to core. The land was taken in the name of capitalism, when prior to it was an actual kingdom. Clap back at the system.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kaho'olawe. As a part of their ongoing war with Asia, used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. Network out for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell. Even if we have to ourselves, can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell. Even if we have to ourselves, can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. So many stories left to tell. Even if we have to ourselves, can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell. Even if we have to ourselves, can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. We will.